Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Friday, January 10th. I'm Michael Taylor. Welcome to the program. Santa Ana winds are finally calmed down and it's not so crazy out there in the air. We can actually go outside and enjoy ourselves. So we're hoping all the fires are going to finally get contained up north. But right now around here, it's pretty nice. And we have a great show for you. Let's talk about that one. Have you ever wanted to tap into like the solar energy market, get those discounts, but you really don't want the panels on your house or your roof around there? Well, we have an interesting guest. It's Jason Kaplan. He's from Power Market. He's going to tell us how you can get into the solar market discounts without actually having solar panels. That sounds confusing, but I promise you we'll explain it to you by the end. Nothing confusing on our next guest after that, though. It's Sports Corner with Cole Young. He's got all the wrap-up of what's going on in the football and all the playoff pictures and all those kinds of things coming up, so stay tuned for that as well. Right now, we want to keep you informed. We got an interesting one for you. If you are kind of a new resident, or even if you've been resident and haven't kind of gone out and extended yourself a little bit, it is Laguna Woods Living. That's coming up Tuesday, January 14th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. You do need to RSVP on the LagunaWoodsVillage.com website. Look at what's up in the village and find Laguna Woods Living. These sessions welcome new and existing residents to learn more about the village and how to get the most out of community living. Events cover how to stay in contact, who to call, village amenities, and much more. So get connected to that one. And we have one more quick announcement for you. If you have some issues with your television broadband, notice here, due to recent broadcast equipment failure on January 5th, residents may need to perform a channel scan on their televisions to receive local Los Angeles broadcast channels like KCBS, KNBC, KABC, etc. Please see your owner's manual to perform the channel scan on your television. That's usually the thing you do when you first get that TV. You probably did it a long time ago, but you're going to need to do it again. Each manufacturer television has a little bit of a different way to do those channel scans, so check your manual for that one. If you need more information or just some assistance, call 949-837-2670. Hey, let's check our weather, and it is a beautiful day. Like we mentioned, the winds are finally died down. We're going to have temperatures in the 60s, upper 60s today to mid-ish 60s, really throughout the rest of the weekend and into next week. So nice temperatures, mostly sunny skies. So really great kind of winter weather for us here in Southern California. As other people are digging out of snow over in the east and everything, I'm kind of enjoying this weather pattern. How about our sunrise and sunset while we're at it? And it's a nice one here over Crystal Cove. Beautiful picture on one of the walkways just above the beach there. Sunrise this morning was 6:56. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:01. Days are getting just a little bit longer. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. Go ahead and email us, LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, we got one meeting to tell you about, and then when we come back, we'll be talking with Power Market Jason Kaplan about solar energy and you.
Retirement is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, not to worry about market volatility. With so much uncertainty in the world, how can you ensure your income remains steady and secure? At Pacific Financial Planners, we specialize in creating customized strategies to generate safe, reliable income throughout your retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Call 949-219-0692 or visit yourmoneytalks.com today.
Want solar but not ready to change your home or pay more? With Power Market's new program in California, you don't have to. Whether you have a city roof, shaded roof, beach roof, mountain roof, no matter your roof type, or even if you rent, you can benefit from solar. Sign up for free, receive guaranteed savings, and cancel anytime without penalty. Solar has never been this accessible. Join Power Market's free community solar program in minutes and start saving for what matters most.
Of course, clean energy is a hot topic these days. We want to find wind, solar, and all sorts of things maybe. And our next guest has some answers for Laguna Woods residents. We want to welcome for Power Market President Jason Kaplan. Thanks for joining us.
Michael, it's an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let's get a start. you have an opportunity for folks, it's a little different, to not install any solar panels, not do any maintenance, nothing like that, and yet still get a discount from the use of solar. Explain how this works.
Yeah, so this is a program called Community Solar, and it's actually a Edison program that allows those that otherwise couldn't install solar on their roof or really didn't even want to benefit from a off-site solar project and get clean energy every month as well as a discount. And this project is actually located out in East Kern County, which is currently constructed and actually operating today. So clean energy is being injected into the utility as we speak.
Yeah, it's like I have a condo, but the guy above me would be pretty upset if I put solars on my roof, right? And so there's opportunities out there, and you're saying that this is something that people can just sign up for. So how exactly does it work?
Yeah, I mean, this week I gave an informational session, and I heard a lot of folks that were living in the 3-story buildings and other properties that would love to obviously have solar, but as you said, can't install solar. Their roof space isn't big enough and want to find a way to benefit from clean energy. So really this program is simply, you have to, as you said, you sign up. You provide us with your information, your address, your utility service account number with Edison. You provide a few additional details. And what we do is then we tell Edison, oh, Michael wants to join this project. Here's his account number. And when the clean energy is being generated by that offsite solar project, Edison will then now apply the credits and value of that community solar project to your utility bill, reducing your Edison bill. And then what we do is then charge our customers a discount for the value that you've gotten. So if you had $100 reduce your Edison bill, we would charge you $90 for the value of that $100. Thereby, you're saving $10 and getting clean energy at the exact same time.
Okay, so my Edison bill is not going to change. I'll see a discount on there.
Correct.
But I'll also be getting a bill from this project that says, here's the energy purchases that you've done here.
Exactly.
How will I know that I'm getting the discount? Am I going to see like a $50 credit here, but only a $40 charge on the bill? Or
Yeah, so every month you'll see a line item on your Edison bill that will say, essentially, it's billing correction, and it'll be a negative $100 or negative $50. And that value is actually related to how much solar energy that we provided you at your home. And then what we do is then we will look to see, oh, Michael, you got $100 of value. You're guaranteed to save 90% on that value. So that's how we then know, okay, we will simply charge you 90. You'll retain that $10 or 10% as your savings. So those two bills, I know, one of the challenges people have is that when they get, two bills, how is it possible that two bills can be less than one bill? But that is what this is, right? Is that customers will continue, all the Laguna Woods Village residents will continue to be customers of Southern California Edison. Nothing is changing to how they're getting energy supplied and delivered by the utility.
So I don't need a new box, I don't need a new utility box, I don't need to do no installation, no new wires are coming into my house, nothing like that.
No one is stepping foot in your home, no one's going on your roof, and that's really, again, the beauty of this program, which, again, is inherently intended to enable those that couldn't participate. So renters, condo owners, co-ops, regardless of what your tenancy is, you can join this program. And listen, if you move from Third to United, you can actually bring your community solar subscription to your new home as well.
Yeah. So who isn't eligible? If I already have rooftop solar, if I already have something going on, or if I'm in another solar program, am I still eligible for this program?
So that's a great question, and no. If you already have rooftop solar and you're what they call a NEM on the NEM rate code with Edison, you're not eligible to participate. Other eligibility criteria is if you are on the green rate. Edison has a green rate program, so if you're already getting clean energy through the green rate program, you're not eligible for this. Also, and I know not necessarily relevant to the Laguna Woods Village, but if you're in a CCA, if you're getting energy supply from another provider, you're not eligible for the program. And so that's where, again, but so long as you're getting bundled service and supply, and you see that on your bill that Edison SCE is providing your supply, you're unequivocally eligible for this program.
Okay, so this program, if I sign up, if the resident signs up, what is the obligation in terms of months, years, or whatever that I'm in this program?
There is literally no obligation. Pursuant to the enrollment, you're going to, you, Michael, would sign a subscription agreement saying, hey, I want to join this program, I want to get clean energy and savings. You can then cancel. Provide us 60 days notice. Why 60 days is, well, we got to tell Edison that, hey, Michael doesn't want to participate anymore, or he's moved. and so that they can remove you from the project. But it really is flexible, and there's no penalty, there's no fee to leave. Again, we want this to be a flexible program that enables everyone to provide access to clean energy.
Okay. Now, Third Mutual's already kind of enrolled this for their common areas, places they leave for the street lights and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, we've been working closely with VMS, and obviously sharing this opportunity with Bart and the team. They saw an opportunity. Oh, this is great, right? We don't have to install anything, and we get these benefits. So, yes, the Third Mutual common area meters that are eligible for the program, we've actually enrolled in approximately 700,000 kilowatt hours a year of clean energy will be delivered to Third Mutual on those accounts, and I think they'll save probably close to $5,000 to $6,000 a year on those energy costs.
Okay. Now, there's almost so much community solar that panels can bring in. So, is it kind of an unlimited number of people can sign up, or is there a certain number here?
No, it's very much limited. And really, the solar project, as you said, is only so big. So we can only bring enough subscribers that fills the energy being generated from this project, every year. Right now, we are pretty much 98% subscribed on the project. We have about between 400 and 600 spots available for residents to enroll in. Obviously, that's why I'm here is, I want to get as many Laguna Woods Village residents as I can, since I know how much they care about, participating in clean energy, how much they would love savings. Hey, this is a program that they can do, and it's easy to be a part of. Okay.
Not only you guys done this here, but this cities of Corona and Long Beach also kind of participating in this program, right? How has that worked out for them? Is it a citywide thing, or is it individual residents signing up?
Yeah, so to be clear, this program is an individual choice, right? If you want to join, amazing, but just because you join, your neighbor doesn't have to join. But the city, I think saw that, right? They see this is a way of, and many of these municipalities have climate action plans. They want to do better for their communities. And so the city of Corona has been an early champion. They enrolled their utility accounts at the municipal level and then said, hey, we're going to be benefiting from this clean energy. We want to make sure our residents are as well. And so they've just completely embraced this program. They've enabled us to do different campaigns and promotions with their residents. And we have over 700 Corona residents that have already subscribed to this program. And the same with Long Beach. Again, Long Beach, true champions, their Office of Sustainability has been promoting this. They even created a website themselves to promote this program. And so, not that I'm creating any competition, but there's a little gamification where Corona, who's gonna get the most customers, and maybe Laguna Woods Village, we can get as many residents as we can to join the project.
Well, maybe there's a little gamification. Mayor Sherry Horn of Laguna Woods, she is not only endorsing this, but she's signed up, right?
That is right. So Mayor Horn has been a tremendous champion. Can really obviously see the value of this program and the project. Again, appreciating the low risk but unequivocal benefit it delivers. And just this week when I was giving my information session, we had several United board members that were in attendance, and shortly thereafter, they have also enrolled in the community solar program as well. So I think that is a testament, right? We look to Mayor Horn and Sherry and others to say, hey, we've looked into this, we've done our diligence, this makes sense, and I hope that encourages others to enroll as well.
What is the maybe number one most confusing thing, or if people don't quite grasp when you say, hey, you don't have to hook up a panel, you don't have to have any wiring house, you don't have to, and you're still going to get a discount on solar?
Yeah, so I think, when people hear the word solar, they just immediately assume that there's going to be something installed on their property.
Right.
So that's why we continue to show people the solar project that's out in Kern. It's like, see, that's there. Nothing is happening to your property. And the other thing, too, is I think folks think that we are going to be now their utility, that we're taking over their Edison bill, that we're paying their Edison bill for them. That is not the case. Right. Again, they will, residents will continue to get energy supplied and delivered by Edison. They will, if there's any issue, Edison is their utility. All we are simply doing is providing clean energy as a credit on their bill and giving them the savings every month.
All right, well, this community solar project sounds like a good idea. From Power Market, I want to thank Jason Kaplan for joining us today.
Michael, thank you so much.
Great, and the information is on the screen for people who want to sign up and get more information about this. And only what 300 or 400 more folks can do it. So act now,
Time is
folks.
The essence. Yes, let's make it happen.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Want solar but not ready to change your home or pay more? With Power Market's new program in California, you don't have to. Whether you have a city roof, shaded roof, beach roof, mountain roof. No matter your roof type, or even if you rent, you can benefit from solar. Sign up for free, receive guaranteed savings, and cancel anytime without penalty. Solar has never been this accessible. Join Power Market's free community solar program in minutes and start saving for what matters most.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faramant. Brilliant Smile has been the premier dental office of Laguna Woods Village for over 30 years now. We take the extra time to understand our patients' unique needs. We truly care about your happiness and dental wellness. We always provide the absolute highest quality of dental work at very affordable prices in a very relaxing environment. Stop by or give us a call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference. We are conveniently located close to Gate 6.
Coming soon to the Irvine Barclay Theater.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Hello and welcome to this Friday's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young and it's been a whirlwind of a week, so I'll get right to it. Starting, as usual, with the NFL, it's officially the best time of the year, the playoffs. The past 18 weeks absolutely flew by. Normally in week 18, a lot of teams have already cemented their fate, either in the playoffs or not. So, a lot of teams will rest their starters. That was somewhat the case this past week, but it surprisingly ended up being one of the best weeks of the season. I'll try to quickly run through it all. In the AFC on Saturday morning, the AFC North was up for grabs. The Ravens steamrolled the rival Browns 35-10, clinching the division title for the second straight year and cementing the #3 seed in the playoffs. The red-hot Cincinnati Bengals then fought for their future and the final playoff spot as they took on the struggling Steelers, who already clinched the playoff spot earlier that week. The Bengals' normally dominant offense was slightly dormant, but they still managed to grind out a 19-17 win and keep their playoff hopes alive. All they needed was for the Broncos and Dolphins to lose. The Dolphins did just that as the Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns and the Jets ended their tumultuous season on a high note with a 32-20 win over Miami. But, unfortunately for Cincinnati, the Broncos didn't hold up on their end of the bargain. Bo Nix handled his first do-or-die NFL game like a seasoned veteran. The rookie unloaded on the Kansas City Chiefs, passing for 321 yards and 4 touchdowns, as Denver put on a show at home, winning 38-0. Yes, the Chiefs played mostly backups and technically had nothing to play for. However, Broncos were playing for, and secured, their first playoff spot in just about 9 years, breaking one of the active longest playoff droughts in the league. The Chargers, like the Steelers, had already clinched their spot in the playoffs. But pride and rivalry still enticed them to pull out a 34-20 win over the Raiders and end their season on a high note. To round out the AFC, the Texans got the train back on the tracks before the playoffs after beating the rival Titans. With that loss, the Titans also secured the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft. Back in August, I made my playoff predictions. I said in the AFC, the Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, and Texans would be the division winners. I went 4 for 4 there, but I said the Bengals, Dolphins, and Broncos would be the 3 wildcard teams. Obviously, I didn't know it at the time, but those 3 teams ended up competing for the final spot in the wildcard. The 3 wildcard teams ended up being the Chargers, Steelers, and Broncos, which means I got 5 out of 7 right for the AFC, which is not too bad. Moving over to the NFC, the battle for the NFC South title was electric. The Bucs and Saints were facing off at the same time as the Falcons and Panthers, and the Bucs and Falcons both needed to win to earn the division title and a playoff spot. Each game was within 1 score as the clocks ticked down, and while the Buccaneers clinched their 4th consecutive NFC South title with a 27-19 win over the Saints, the Falcons fell short to the Carolina Panthers in overtime, 44-38. In the final play of the Tampa Bay game, wide receiver Mike Evans made history, catching a 9-yard pass to surpass 1,000 receiving yards for the 11th consecutive season. This milestone ties Jerry Rice for the most in NFL history. The Eagles already had their position wrapped up, and even so, still defeated the New York Giants. The Commanders were technically already in the playoffs, but a last-second touchdown from Marcus Mariota to Terry McLaurin sealed the win over the Cowboys and actually bumped the Commanders up into the 6th seed. In another game that had zero implications, the Chicago Bears ended their overall 10-game losing streak and snapped their 11-game losing streak against the playoff-bound Green Bay Packers. The last regular season game of the year mattered most, as the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings faced off with a lot on the line. The winner would claim the NFC North title and the #1 seed and first-round bye in the playoffs. Jahmyr Gibbs put up an astonishing 4 touchdowns and 170 all-purpose yards to propel the Lions to a 31-9 win over the Vikings. With a record of 15-2, this was the best season in Detroit Lions history. So for the NFC, I predicted that the 49ers, Eagles, Buccaneers, and Packers would be the 4 division winners, while the Lions, Rams, and Bears would be the 3 wildcard teams. Yikes. The real NFC playoff teams are the Lions, Eagles, Buccaneers, and Rams as the division winners, followed by the Vikings, Commanders, and Packers in the wildcard. I technically got 5 out of 7 right, even though some of the division winners were wrong, but semantics. I'll take full blame for the Bears pick, though. That was a not proud moment of mine. Overall, I got 10 out of 14 playoff teams correct, about 71%, so I'll take it. Since the season is now officially over for 18 out of the 32 teams, there have already been a good amount of coach firings and movement. Quickly, here's what's happened so far, including some in-season firings you may have forgotten about. The Jets made the first change by parting ways with Robert Saleh in early October, before the Saints fired Dennis Allen on November 4th. The Bears moved on from Matt Eberflus after losing to the Lions on Thanksgiving. The Patriots fired Gerard Mayo directly after their Week 18 win over the Bills, and the Jaguars let go of Doug Peterson on Monday. The Raiders were the latest team to make a move by firing Antonio Pierce on Tuesday afternoon. Lastly, it seems like Mike McCarthy's days in Dallas are nearing an end, although it won't be because he gets fired, more likely because he will accept a different job opening. Anyway, on a lighter note, here's the wild card game schedule for this weekend. Starting tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. on CBS will be the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. Then at 5 p.m. on Amazon Prime will be the Baltimore Ravens hosting the rival Pittsburgh Steelers. On Sunday, the Broncos will start the day when they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills at 10 a.m. on CBS. Then at 1:30 will be the Packers and Eagles facing off in Philly on Fox. At 5 p.m., the Washington Commanders and Tampa Bay Buccaneers will battle it out on NBC. Finally, barring any changes due to the fires in LA, closing out the weekend will be the Vikings and Rams in LA at 5 p.m. on Monday. Before all that, though, the semifinal rounds of the college football playoffs are taking place. Yesterday, we had the heavily anticipated matchup of number 6 Penn State and number 7 Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl. The Irish continued their season of destiny, pulling off another win and punching their ticket to the national championship. Who they will face will be determined in the Cotton Bowl today at 4:30 p.m. on ESPN, when the Ohio State Buckeyes and Texas Longhorns compete for their shot to earn a national title. If I had to make a prediction today, I'd say Ohio State will take it all this year, but only time will tell. By the time this 5 o'clock broadcast of this show airs, I might already be wrong. Like I said last week, this all builds to the national championship game next Monday, January 20th. Lastly, to close the show, I'll move away from football. The U.S. national junior hockey team erased a 2-goal deficit and earned a 4-3 victory over Finland in the gold medal game of the 2025 IIHF World Junior Championship earlier this week. Not only did they pull out the gold medal win, they did it in dramatic fashion when Teddy Stiga scored on a breakaway at 8:04 of overtime for a 4-3 victory. With that win, Team USA has repeated as champions for the first time in their history at that tournament. With all of that said, be sure to enjoy your weekend full of football and other sports if you so choose. The playoffs are here and it's a great feeling. However, it means the season's just about over, so enjoy every last minute of it while you still can. As always, thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.
Endorsed by the man himself, the Cream of Clapton Band features family, friends, and bandmates of the legendary guitarist, paying homage to the record-breaking 24 nights at the Royal Albert Hall. This concert includes Clapton classics and rekindles the hits from albums August and Journeyman.
The Cream of Clapton Band at the Pack on March 12. Tickets are $20, $30, and $40 and are available at the Pack box office.
Welcome to the Artistry, South Orange County's only cannabis dispensary located right here in Laguna Woods. The Artistry is your trusted source for the highest quality cannabis products and the best customer service. We offer daily deals up to 50% off on top brands. Whether you're new to cannabis or a seasoned consumer, our friendly and informative staff is here to help you elevate in style. We're located next to Gate 3 and now offer delivery right to your door. Join us for a one-of-a-kind dispensary experience.
Welcome to OC Eye Care, home of the first customizable lens implant with a light adjustable lens, making it possible to see clearly at near, intermediate, and distance.
I realized I had cataracts a while back. My eyes before the cataract and light adjustable lens surgery, the stress on my eyes was so bad that it would be painful to drive at night. As soon as I took the eye patch off, right away I could see out of both eyes. Oh, my vision is so much better after the surgery. Now I'm able just to do everything. It's wonderful.
And welcome back. Let's talk movies. We've got a great one for you tonight. It is The Imitation Game. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch. It's brought to us by City of Hope. Going to be on 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's based on the real story of legendary codebreaker Alan Turing. During World War II, the English mathematician and genius tries to crack the German Enigma code with the help from fellow mathematicians while attempting to come to terms with his troubled private life. And that is going to be on Friday. Then on Saturday, we've got a classic for you, Barefoot in the Park, back from 1967. This has Robert Redford in it and Jane Fonda. It's brought to us by Hogue, and it's going to be on 2 p.m. with the subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Conservative lawyer Paul Bratter and marries a vivacious Corey Banks, and their highly passionate relationship descends into discord when they rent their first apartment, a rundown 5-flight New York City walk-up with eccentric neighbors. It's a fun romantic comedy. It's a great classic, and you look at Jane Fonda and Robert Redford. They were so young back then in '67. So that's going to be our movies for them. Let's take a quick check on our weather before we head out. And we've got some great temperatures for us. It's going to be high 60s today, but then mid to upper 60s for the rest of the weekend and into next week. The Santa Anas have kind of gone away, so we're just left with the beautiful sunny skies and nice temperatures. So we can learn to live with that. All right, hey, tomorrow on the program, we'll be talking to Irvine Barkley drummer. He's a one-time performance. They're going to be going over the Irvine Barkley, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Bree's going to do that interview for us. And then I'll be talking to Dr. Hovhannissian from Harvard Eye Associates, going to talk about all the stuff in the air and how it can irritate our eyes and what we can do to help prevent that. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.